2 years ago, one evening as I was lying in bed, relaxed, my heart just beated very fast. And then all of a sudden I felt that I was on a marathon. My heart started beating very, very fast. I could hardly catch my breath. I jumped out of bed and I thought, okay, I can stop this. So I started to breathe. I started to use pressure points. I started to visualize my heart calming. I started to cough because I had heard somewhere that when you cough, you can help your heart. I tried not breathing, but my heart wouldn't just listen to me. It just kept pumping and pumping non-stop. And then after an hour of that, I decided to go to hospital. And when the doctors checked, they put me on a machine to check my heart. They told me that I had a condition called atrial fibrillation. I don't know if you know what that is. That's very, very high heart rate, which goes up and down. Like my heart was 200, then it was 100, then it was 150, 94. It was all over the place. And they explained to me that there is an electric part in our heart that gives out this signal for the heart rate to be normal. And for reasons that medicine still is not 100% aware, this can get out of control. So I had all the blood tests done, all the checks in the hospital, and they couldn't find anything that could cause this. But they told me that I needed to take medication through my artery, or else this wouldn't stop. So after debating with the doctor, I decided, okay, enough of this. I have to go upstairs in the cardiology department and allow them to put a drip on me. So we did that. Because my heart rate was very high, they also gave me a tablet that looks like a heart, actually, maybe some of you know it, to bring down my heart rate. And at 2 a.m. in the morning, the next day, the nurse came, took all the machines off. She told me, you're now okay. But I had to wait to see the doctor. So the doctor gave me a Doppler, an ultrasound. Everything seemed fine. He told me that because health-wise I was okay, I didn't need to take any medication, but to just take the next day is easy. I went home. I felt extremely tired after that. I would go up the stairs and my heart would race. I used to get tachycardia, like my heart rate would go funny. And like I felt a lot of fear because it was the first time in my life that something happened to my body and I couldn't control it. So that pattern continued for 2 years. I was a person that used to go out running 5 times a week for an hour. I would be scared to run because every emotion would give a feeling to my heart. I ended up noticing how my heart felt all the time. So when I came here, I thought, okay, I didn't have the idea of fixing this because I thought whatever, it's something that is there for me to be more aware of it maybe, or I don't know, I didn't have any expectations actually when I came. And on Monday in our first meditation with Dr. Joe, after we did the breaths, all of a sudden I felt fire, a feeling of fire on my chest, very, very strong feeling of fire. And then both my hands were like in electricity. It's like somebody put the electric volt in my hands, which was okay until then, but then all of a sudden my heart started pumping really badly. I had such bad arrhythmia, and I thought, oh no, now in the middle of this, what am I going to do? I'm not even at home. I am in a foreign country by myself, lying on a meditation with so many people. What do I do? And then I thought, okay, I'm just going to be in this space, and whatever happens, happens. And the doctor's words came to my mind that he told me that once you have this doesn't stop by itself. So all that fear started coming that this is not going to stop by itself. And then all of a sudden, after I calmed down, I focused on Dr. Joe's voice and everything calmed down. And I thought, okay, good, everything's fine. And then he asked us to lie down. So the minute I lie down, it starts again. And I think, oh my God, okay, there it comes again. So again, another chance for me to surrender, I thought, and just allow whatever is happening to happen to me. And after that meditation, I was in a bit of a daze. During the day, I was feeling a bit of arrhythmia during the day when it first happened. But at the same time, I felt like something was had come out of my chest. I felt free. It was a very strange feeling I haven't had for some time. So then the next challenge comes, the walking meditation. I hadn't walked so much and climbed and done stuff, so I thought, okay, I'll go and see how it goes. So I go on the walking meditation. I'm checking in with my heart. Is my heart in a good rhythm? And everything is fine. And then I close my eyes, I listen to him talking, and then all of a sudden I feel this huge energy behind me, this beautiful female energy, which came through, and as she comes through, a lot of emotions came out. I started feeling a lot of pain, pain of this life maybe, or also other lives, and a feeling of feeling sorry for me, for what I've gone through, and I was crying and crying. There was so much emotion that came out. It's unbelievable, and that's where I felt that my healing was completed. On the day of our walk, I walked today and I thought, okay, everything's fine. My head is still trying to put me in that point, or, oh, check your heart rate, how is it doing, is everything okay? But I just ignore it. And I feel that I'm completely free now and healed.
So when we develop tachycardia or arrhythmias like this, you know, many people are in their life are full throttle on the gas, the emergency system, and at the same time they're pressing on the brake. And that is a tremendous strain for the heart. It's like keeping a horse in a corral, in a stable. And when the person relaxes, finally lets go, the heart starts to race because it's got a moment to get out of the stable, and then it doesn't know balance any longer. And many people in this work that have had a change in arrhythmia or tachycardia, the energy that they always describe, the first thing that happens is energy move into their heart. Now, we have such great research to show that yes, when energy moves into the heart goes into coherence, and there's this parasympathetic response. But when I started showing my research to the HeartMath Institute, and I started showing them what happens when there's enough energy in the heart, that the heart all of a sudden responds to a sympathetic system. And there's an arousal that's taking place, and when you feel that energy in your heart, it has to be moved upwards to the brain, and the sympathetic nervous system is really what drives it up there. It needs energy to get up there. So the sympathetic system switches on, but what it's doing is it's releasing energy in that form so that it can settle down back into balance. You understand what I'm saying? There has to be a release of energy. It has to release energy. And so her interpretation of it being something bad was just seeing it from that point of view of it being another attack. But really, it was just the sympathetic nervous system releasing so that it could settle down back into balance and coherence. And this happens to a lot of people, and we're noticing this quite a bit, is that a lot of times when people are working on changing a condition or a symptom, the moment they start, a lot of times the symptom comes up. That's the body talking, that's the body saying, take a look. And then another thing that we're seeing quite often is that a person experiences a strong release of emotions from the past. Like there is an enormous release. The body just releases it, and whether it's sobbing or pain or just joy or whatever the experience is for the person, at first it starts off as something that feels like a lot of emotion or even a lot of sadness, a lot of pain. And then the person has to make a choice to either just stay with it and ride through it or quit. And most of the time when people have come this far, they just kind of ride it. And that release of energy that's moving through the body is causing the body to liberate it. And so there'll be a reset that takes place in the autonomic nervous system, a reset back into balance. And many people who have had these type of heart conditions, many times it's just one moment that they have. It's one moment that they'll recall where there's a release. And you will recalibrate your nervous system back into balance. And wow, if you're walking now and you're not having any abnormalities, keep walking as that person. Thank you so much.